What's up, everybody? You tuned into Unchained TV. As you can tell, I just woke up. Got them bags under my eyes still. Today's the day. This is the day I was brought into this crazy world. 1989. I like saying 1989 just all together. When people ask me when was I born, I tell them just straight up 1989. And they be like, "Boy, that's the year, but what was the month? What's the day?" And I tell them 1 for January, 9 for the day, 89 for the year, 1989. They'd be like, "Wow, that's cool. I've never seen anything like that." Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm 33 now. Like I said, dude, this is my birthday. I don't celebrate it, but I'm definitely gonna make this video on this day because this video I think is gonna be real important. I have to say this and get this out. Okay. There's been a lot of videos on YouTube recently where people are coming out and saying that life is meaningless or pointless. Man, look at my dang mustache, man. I'm gonna have one of them Chinese ones pretty soon. It's gonna go all the way down, or stick it up like Salvador Dali. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers on here are making these videos that life is meaningless and pointless. And I think, well, I don't think, I know, y'all kind of confusing the two of life and the Matrix. Y'all kind of putting them both together as one when it's just two separate things. Life is not meaningless. Breathing. Is breathing meaningless? The oxygen that you get every day, is that meaningless? Because the oxygen is what's keeping everybody alive. I mean, without this, nobody would be breathing, nobody would be alive. There's a meaning behind that to survive. Another one is sleep. Sleeping isn't meaningless. Because when you sleep, you have to recharge. You have to get back the energy that costed you for the entire day. Without sleep, you would fall into insomnia. I think that's the word I'm looking for, insomnia. And you'll be so emotionally, physically, and spiritually drained without sleep. You would become depressed without sleep. Sleep is what it restarts you. It gets you back up. It makes sure that you have the energy you need just in case this day, because let's face it, every day we live is energy taxing. And we lose a lot of energy. We lose energy putting up with other people's nonsense. We lose energy trying to help others who don't want to be helped. That's energy taxing, and you have to sleep to get that back. That's not meaningless, and that's not pointless. Look at the big picture. Why do we go and help out the people that are struggling and having a hard time with life? There's a purpose behind that. We don't just be like, "Oh, well, this person's having a bad day, this person," and then just point fingers and laugh at them or record them and post them up on social media and make fun of their misfortunes. Like, that's not the point. Everybody has a purpose in this world. It's to help others in any situation, even if their situation is similar to yours. Life is not meaningless. Reproduction, sex, most people in the world love sex. Having a baby is a responsibility. So you saying that you having this baby, if you have kids, or if you don't, or maybe you got siblings. So you're saying that you taking care of them and raising them is pointless? You're saying it's meaningless? How is that meaningless? When you have life that you are responsible for, that it is up to you to make sure that you raise this life the right way and not the wrong way. There is that's not meaningless. That's not pointless. But then people want to say that life is pointless. And I'm saying that y'all are confusing the two Y'all are confusing life and this matrix. The matrix, the system that we live in, this is pointless. This is meaningless. We work every day. We bust our backs for people we don't know every day. We work for people who are complete a-holes and people who do not care about none of our well-being or our health. That's meaningless. Y'all gotta look at that. Look at how meaningless that is. To wake up every day knowing you're gonna have to go through some stuff at your job and putting up with terrible bosses, terrible CEOs, terrible companies, everything, human resources as well. Because a lot of these people in power and these corporations are corrupt. I know, because they're greedy. All they want to do is work people, work people, work people, make them work faster, make them work harder. And what do you get for it? Nothing. You get nothing for it but a small paycheck and a kick in the butt out the door. If you mess up once, you fired. Meaningless. Materials of this system are meaningless. All the materialistics, all this bravado, these clothing lines, this jewelry, even the money, all of that is meaningless. It's part of the system. It's part of this matrix. It's to keep you occupied. It's to keep you, keep your blinders on, to keep you hidden from the truth. As long as you see these things that you want, you're going to forget about what you were here to do in the first place. Because you want this, you want that, you want that, you want this. It's always the same thing. That's meaningless. And it's pointless. What's the point of me having a nice car? What is the point of me having that? Let's say, for instance, a 6'4" Impala on some gold Daytons with a soft white top, green candy paint. Let's say I had that, right? What's the point? Oh, I'll throw some switches on there too. Yeah, I like my West Coast. But what's the point of that? What's the point of driving around in this car just to show off and try to impress other people? Even by doing so, there's going to always be somebody out there who wants to take it from you. Always. That's meaningless. It's meaningless and pointless to drive around in something that everybody might want or a lot of people want to take from you. Pointless. Because you trying to go out and impress people. Don't nobody care about y'all fancy nice cars, your dunks. Don't nobody care about how big size rims you got on your car. No one cares. The only one that cares is you and the thief that's looking at you and trying to take it. That's it. Other than that, it's meaningless. It's meaningless to show off in a system, a corrupt system and matrix. There's no point. That's what I'm saying. People get things twisted and confused. Look at all of what I said about life. Breathing, sleeping, reproduction, having the babies. All of these things are meaningless. Or not meaningless, but all these things have meaning, have purpose, truth. The matrix does not. Everything materialized, it's meaningless. That's meaningless. There's no point in wanting something, And another one is bills. Paying your bills every month throughout the whole year. That's meaningless. That's pointless. You paying for resources that you can get out off the grid. Sunlight or electricity, you can get all that off the grid. Water, off the grid. But instead, we in the system of the matrix, that's confusing and telling us that you need to pay for these resources that you naturally get from the Most High, but we're going to charge you for it. Welcome to Earth. I'm like, oh, okay. So you're charging me for naturally owned resources. Meaningless. Pointless. I mean, dang, I can go out and get the stuff right now if I want. And then they got this law or policy. They say that it's against the law for you to collect rainwater. Why is that? I think it's because they got something in that rainwater. They don't want people to catch it and study it and know what's in it. That's just a thought. It could be anything. Nanobots, little microorganisms in the water that people can discover and see what's causing people to get sick when they drink when their water water come out the faucet and whatnot. It's illegal for you to collect rainwater. And if it is natural, it should be not illegal to collect it. But if they're saying you can't collect it, then they gotta have done something to it. They do something to the water. Like I said, they got HARP, H.A.A.R.P, Hyperactive Auroral Research Program. I think I got that right. I think I got it right. But yo, people, y'all on here, y'all need to be careful. Because y'all got a lot of people out here in the world who are listening and watching your videos and listening to what you're saying life is meaningless and life is pointless. These people can take it a different way. It don't matter how well you describe it or put it, they might take this another way. You make a video saying life is pointless and meaningless. Oh, there's no hope. There's no point. And then the person that's watching your video is going to be like, you know what? He may be right. I'm about to just go ahead and end this right now. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, man. You have a responsibility. You have a big responsibility. And some of y'all might not know, but y'all might have bodies under your belts and you don't even know it. People kill themselves every day, especially when it comes to something that they listen to. Like, for instance, like I said, people be on YouTube talking about, oh yeah, life is meaningless and pointless. The person sitting behind the computer is like, yes it is. He's right. It is pointless and meaningless. You know what? I'm about to go ahead and just end this right now. So then they'll be like, okay, let me just go ahead and load this up. Right? And then they'll go, and then pow. Because of what you said. Slava Serbia. I love my Russian-made 9mm. Love them. I love Russian-made weapons. But anyway, that's just for home protection. And all kinds of protection. That's all that is. That's all that's for. But I was just using that as an example. A lot of y'all might have bodies out here under y'all belts and y'all don't even know it. Like I said, people die every day. They don't report all suicides on the news. They don't. And YouTube is one of them platforms that can reach a lot of people. And you don't know what you don't know what's going inside the heads of a lot of people. That's why you have to talk. You have to talk on their level, not your own level, to where you're trying to mislead or confuse people from what you're saying. And then, like I said, they'll take what you said and they'll take it seriously and literally. And then there's this other thing, man. Life has a whole lot of purpose, man. Y'all remember this movie? 9. It's a good movie, man. Y'all should check it out. 7 years ago, I made a video on my YouTube channel about this movie. And it reached over 50,000 people. It was a good video, a real good video. It's just like that, man. If you've seen this movie, you know what's in it, right? The old man transfers his souls to all these little puppets, right? And every puppet has their own personality. You got the big bully, mean, butch mug. You got the old wise puppet. You've got the timid one. You've got the shy one. You've got the heroic one. You've got all these different personalities in 9 different bodies. And that's like what we are. We are all pieces of the Most High. Our image, our heads, bodies, arms, legs. Color does not matter. That is something to get people hung up on to further separate you from people. And people don't even realize, I even realized myself not too long ago, like, damn, I'm actually cool with a lot of different races and different ethnic groups. I'm cool with some Africans. I'm cool with some people from London. I'm cool with people from Russia. Cool with people from Australia. Cool with people from Brazil, Canada. Like all these different kinds of people that I'm cool with. I'm not saying I'm cool with everybody in the world, but these are different ethnic groups I'm cool with. And they don't have a problem with me. I don't have a problem with them either. And we all have different colored skin, but we have the same mindset when it comes to this world. Look at that. Look at that big picture. I don't understand why people hate other people just because the way the color of their skin. To me, that's the most ignorant thing ever. It's so ignorant. And then sometimes you might have people that bash you for communicating and being friends with other people outside your race. So what? What is wrong with y'all? Like I said, we all come from the Most High. The arms, legs, and our image is his image. And that's why he gets mad and upset when people do wrong with his image. It's like You go out and murder somebody. He wouldn't do that, and you're doing it in his image. You go out and rob somebody. He wouldn't do that, and you're doing it in his image. You kill yourself. He wouldn't do that, and you're doing it in his image. Sleeping with the same sex. He wouldn't do it, but you're doing it in his image. That's what makes him upset. That's like, I would be upset too if I created something that looked like me and yeah, okay, all right. And then I see it go off to do something that I wouldn't do. Oh yeah, I'm upset. Now I'm like, oh man, you misled. You gotta come back here. You gotta come back here and get some re-education. Come on, come back here. Let me tell you what's up. It's the truth. Like I said, man, I wanted to make this video today. It's my birthday. I don't care. I don't celebrate it. It's a regular day, but I wanted to make this video especially for this day because the movie's called 9, and today's the 9th. Well, that's kind of a coincidence. I didn't really think about it like that, but yeah, it's crazy. Life and the Matrix are two separate things. You can't put life with the Matrix. Although the Matrix and this system have what's that word? It has a great influence on life or against life. Because believe it or not, without the money, without the materials, without all of this stuff in this system, life would just still be life. It would be easy to live. It would be harmonious to live. Better. Because nobody would be tempted. Nobody would be tempted from stealing something from other people or killing other people or any of it. It's two separate things. And y'all on YouTube telling everybody in the world that life is meaningless when it's really not. It's the truth. The Heavenly Father is always the truth. This is Unchained TV, man. Baruch Shai, out.